Hello children, let us begin with the chapter 3 matrices. So let us before learning the chapter, let us know in which all field matrices is applied. It is applied in the field of cryptography. Ever heard about cryptography? Nothing, like some messages like our CBI, confidential messages. It is sent in a hidden form, in a secret way it is sent. Form the data in the form of tabular form, and so that tabular form is nothing, it's matrix. Okay, so in that form they will be delivering the data to the recipient. The recipient will be will know how to how to read that data. Next, genetics, engineering, physics, data interpretation, physics, economics. So many more fields are there. So this is just a few fields like I'm telling, so that you should know where all you can apply. Fine. Okay, let us move on to a real life example. Here we have three children. They are playing game. Okay, what game they are playing? They are just playing what they're passing the ball. Okay, they're passing the ball to each other. So how? First Sam is passing the ball to Tom. Then Tom is passing it back to Ali. Now what Ali is doing? He's passing it back to Tom. Okay, and now Tom is again passing back to Sam, and Sam is passing the ball to Ali. Okay, so this passing of the ball goes on. Is it clear? It goes on. So at the end, if you want to calculate how many times Sam has passed the ball to Tom, and Tom to Ali, and Ali to Tom, okay, for that we'll prepare a table. For example, we have Sam, Ali and Tom, Sam, Ali and Tom, like this way. So can Sam pass the ball to Sam? No. So it is 0. So Sam to Ali, Sam to Tom, Ali to Sam, Ali to Ali is 0, that we know that, and Ali to Tom it is 4. So like this, see, this is one way where you can display your data in the form of, in a tabular form. That is, when you display your data in an ordered way, that is in a tabular form, that time this is called matrices. Is it clear? But here we have a single matrix, so you call it matrix. When it is plural, you call it matrices. Okay, let us take another example. Okay, it is from your NCERT textbook. So Radha has two friends, Fauzia and Simran. So they are having Radha is having 15 notebooks, 6 pens, 10 notebooks, 2 pens, 13 notebook and 5 pens. So each friend are having different number of notebook as well as pens. So let's see how we arrange these data in a tabular form. See, notebooks, pens, Radha, Fauzia, Simran. So Radha has 15 notebooks, 6 pen, Fauzia has 10 notebooks, 2 pens, Simran has 13 notebooks and 5 pens. So if you have to, this data has to be represented in the form of matrix. Let us see how we do it. Okay, so how in the form, see, when we say it's in a matrix form, so such kind of square bracket will be applying it. Okay, we have to put, so 15, 6, 10, 2, 13, 5. Now this horizontal line, okay, in a matrix is what you call row. So the top one is first row, second row, third row. The vertical columns, okay, the vertical ones are columns. First column, second column. Fine. Okay, I guess this is very simple. Then this is one way of representing. The other way of representing the same data is making rows to column and column to rows. Let's see how it happens. So here we have Radha, Fauzia, Simran, and notebooks we have written, earlier it was column wise, right? Now notebook and pen is row wise. So 15, 10, 13. See, 15, 10, 13, 15, 10, 13, and pen 6 to 5. So even if we are changing row to column, our data is not changing. Like what Radha was possessing same thing she has got, that is 15 notebooks, 6 pens. Likewise for Fausia, Simran. So in matrix, how we represent? Within the bracket, when we use this kind of bracket, you call it such, when you apply it, you call it matrices. Okay, within this, so each element, either you call it entry of a matrix, or element. So for us convenient is we call it element. So how many elements do we have in this matrix? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 elements we have in matrix. Okay. So I hope this everyone like all understood. So we'll move on to next. Okay, we'll go for the definition. What is matrix? Matrix is an ordered rectangular array. So we know, we have seen that it is in the form of rectangular array of numbers or functions. Either your elements are numbers or functions, like it can be sin x, cos x, or it can be variables also. Okay, it can be variables also. It can be x, y, 3x plus y. So it is written like your definition says, numbers or functions. The numbers or functions are called the elements, as said, elements or entries of matrix. So rows of matrix, we have seen the horizontal lines of elements, columns of matrix, the vertical lines of the elements. So the general form of a matrix, see, your first element in first row and first column is A11. Clear? First row and second column element A12. So likewise it goes on. Same way for column wise, A11, A21, A31, and it goes on. Fine. Okay. So let's move on to order of matrix. Order of matrix, that is, matrix have m rows. M rows. So this is first row, first, second, third, and so on. It goes till m. Okay. So same way, it has got how many? N columns. Here we have first, second, third, when it goes so on, n columns. Okay, is called a matrix of order m into n, but it is read as m by n matrix. Is it clear? You read this thing as m by n. If you see the order is read as m by n. So see, this is a general form. Along with the order, it is written here, over here. So we know that like what are these? These are rows. Horizontal lines are rows and vertical ones are columns in the matrix. Okay. So the general form. Okay. One more thing before that. Always your matrix is represented by capital letter. That is, it can be A, B, C. Okay. Or A equal to Aij m by n. This I is nothing, your row, and this j is your column. Okay. So your I value ranges between 1 to m, and the value of j is between 1 to n, and this values of your I and j is always natural number. Why? Your rows, first row, second row, third row, right? First row, second row, third row, mth row, these are all natural numbers. You can't say 0th row. Okay, so same way for columns, first column, second column, third column, nth column. Okay, ith row consists of the elements A, I, J. This I can take any natural number. Okay, here also jth row consists of elements A, 1j. So it can, okay. So a simple example of a matrix, A equal to, okay, can anyone tell what is the order of this matrix? How many elements? Here 6 elements are there. Okay. So how you will see the order? Now this is your row. So we have 2 rows and how many columns? That is 1, 2 and 3 columns. So always first you write the row and then you write the column. Remember this, just remember RC. It's up to it, simple, no need to remember any tricks or code or anything. RC, first comes rows, then comes the column, that's all. So here the value of M is 2, as we said rows are 2 and number of column is 3. So M by N, that is 2 by 3 is the order of matrix. If you want to know the elements, so how many number of elements do you have? 6 elements. We have counted, as well as 6 into 3 is nothing. Sorry, 2 into 3 is 6. Okay, so likewise we have learnt order of matrix. Next we'll go for how a point can be represented in a form of matrix. We have a point P01. So P equal to, when it is row wise, you represent 0, 1. Column wise you represent, top it will be 0, below 1. Next, consider quadrilateral ABCD with vertices A 1 0, B 3 2, C 1 3 and D minus 1 2. Then matrix representation of the quadrilateral will be, so here we have a point ABCD. So what is A? 1 0, B 3 2, C 1 3 and D is minus 1 2. So can you see me the order? Here we have 2 rows and how many columns? 4 columns. So 2 by 4 is the order of the matrix. And here we have used the capital letter X to represent a matrix for the quadrilateral ABCD. Okay, next we are changing the way of representation. Okay, now column will become rows and rows will become column. Let's see. For A, again it's 1 0, B 3 2 and C 1 3 and D it is minus 1 2. So how is the order? Here we have 4 rows, 1 2 3 and this is a fourth one. So 4, always a row comes first, so 4 and 2 columns, that is 2. So 4 by 2 is the order of the matrix. We'll go for an example from your textbook. Example 2, that is second example. The first example is actually easy. It's only about like how you should find the order of your matrix. Okay, second example, for matrix has 8 elements. How many elements? 8 elements. What are the possible orders it can have? We remember that after multiplying the order, what we get is the number of elements. So go for solution. We know order of matrix, that is M by N is equal to M into N. Now we have the value for M into Mn. What is Mn? It's 8. What is the value of Mn? 8. So we have 8 elements. So now what you have to find is which number when you multiply you get 8. So that is factors of 8. So ordered pairs of natural numbers whose product is 8. What all possible order we got? 1 8, 8 1, 4 2, 2 4. So hence the orders are 1 by 8, 8 by 1, 4 by 2, 2 by 4. I guess this was a very simple one. Matrices is not so tough, it's easy actually. You do not break your head to learn this chapter. It's easy. You can score very well from this chapter. So we have here example 3. Construct a 3 by 2 matrix whose elements are given by Aij is equal to half modulus I minus 3j. So solution we have. So what is the order of matrix? 3 by 2. And we know like the general form we already know. So as it is 3 by 2, so we have 3 rows and 2 columns. So same thing, the general form we have written like for the matrix for the order of 3 by 2 is like this. That is A11, A12. I hope this you don't have doubt. See, if it is first row, first column, A11. First row, second column. Okay, fine. So what is question? Aij equal to half modulus I minus 3j. Using this, you have to find the elements of your matrix. So we'll start finding. So what will the value of y will range from? Since this one is 3, the value of y will be 1, 2, 3, and we have this is 2, that is value of n is 2, so value of j will be 1, 2. Okay, so likewise we'll be substituting. So first row, first column, a1 1. So how it is? Half 1 minus 3 into 1. So what do we get when we solve? We get 1. I need not explain you all, when a value, negative value, comes out of mod, that is modulus, it becomes positive. Okay, so first now we'll go for the a12. Okay, so when we solve, when we substitute the value of I as 1 and j as 2, what do we get? After solving, we get 5 by 2. Next, for a21, I is 2 and j is 1, so after substituting we get 1 by 2, that is half. a22, so I is 2, j is 2, so here 2 and 2, when we substitute we get at the end is 2. Now 3 1, so half 3 minus, and what is our j? 1, so 0, so half into 0 is 0. Next a32, so I is 3 and j is 2, when we substitute the value at the end we get 3 by 2. Therefore the required matrix A equal to, what is this? 1, then we got 5 by 2, then half, a22 is 2. Next, here we have a31 as 0 and a32 is 3 by 2. So here we complete, we find the elements of our required matrix. So here we complete example 3. Next we are going to learn different types of matrix. What are the different types of matrix? So different types of matrix is nothing: column matrix, row matrix, square matrix, diagonal matrix, scalar matrix, zero matrix. So for column matrix, we'll have only one column. That is, a matrix is said to be a column matrix if it has only one column. See how it looks. So always the value of j will be 1. See, note it. Why? Sometimes for MCQ and all, this question will be asked, like if we have a column matrix, what will be the value of j? That is, A is equal to Aij. Likewise, A equal to Aij is a column matrix. Then j is equal to what? J is equal to, always it is 1. Why? When it is column matrix, we have only one column. It doesn't rows may vary. Okay, so here we have 3 by 1 column matrix. Okay, so general representation is A equal to Aij m by 1. So column matrix of order m by 1. Row matrix. A matrix is said to be, as we know, when it is column matrix, single column, and if it is row matrix, single row. A matrix is said to be a row matrix if it has only one row. So I've said, instead of numbers you can use instead of numbers, elements can be variables as well as function. So instead of numbers, I've tried to use what? Elements as variables. So B equal to, okay, so B equal to x, y, z is our elements. So this is a row matrix of order 1 by 3. So here always your value of m will be 1. Okay, so general form of your row matrix is, any letters you can use, it's not necessary B, any. So B is equal to Bij 1 by n. So always your value of n for row matrix will be 1. Okay, so here we are done with our row matrix. Square matrix. Square, so from all the side it should be equal. Your row should be equal to what? Column. Okay, because we know in square all sides are equal, so here also our matrix should be, in matrix our order should be equal. That means, so let's see a matrix in which the number of rows are equal to the number of columns. Number of rows equal to number of columns. So that means m is equal to n. It is said to be square matrix. So that is, if order of matrix is m by n, then m equal to n. So an example, C equal to here some elements are given. So 3 by 3, C, m by m or n by n. It's up to you. Any way you can see. So value, that is your orders are equal. Order of the matrix, that is m and n, is equal. So the general form is C equal to Cij mm. Either you write m or n, no problem. So square matrix of order m. If it is n, you will be writing square matrix of order n. Okay, so here we complete our square matrix. Diagonal matrix. A square matrix A equal to Aij m by m. Now this is clear to everyone, right? How to represent a matrix in a general form. Is said to be a diagonal matrix if all its non-diagonal elements are 0. Non-diagonal. For this you have to know about what is diagonal. So for that we'll go back to our square matrix once. To say what are the diagonal elements, to make it clear, see diagonal. Okay, so we are only taking one diagonal, no other diagonals we are taking. If we are taking a square in a matrix, we consider only this diagonal, that is a backslash diagonal. Okay, so what are diagonal elements? 1, 3, 4. Diagonal elements 1, 3, 4. Then what are our non-diagonal elements? These elements are non-diagonal. Okay, these elements are non-diagonal. Okay, so what in diagonal matrix they are saying? A diagonal, non-diagonal elements are 0. Non-diagonal elements are 0. That is, A equal to Aij m by m is said to be diagonal if Aij equal to 0 and I not equal to j. I'll explain you. First, before that, we'll go for an example. Okay, A equal to 3. So this is diagonal. Okay, only one element is there. There is no non-diagonal elements. So this is an diagonal. So you need not think about 0. B equal to, now here the order. What is the order of this matrix? 1 by 1. Yes, you got it. It is 1 by 1. Okay, what is the order of this matrix? 1, 2 rows and 2 columns. So the order of this matrix is 2 by 2. Okay, now this is a diagonal element. What about the non-diagonal elements? Yes, it is 0. So we call this diagonal matrix. Okay, now one more example is there, that is 3 by 3 matrix we have. So here see our diagonal elements, we have some values and non-diagonal elements are 0. So that means this is a diagonal matrix. Now here what did they say? I not equal to 0. Before that we'll check the general form of diagonal elements. General form means, like, if I say diagonal, if this value of this, that is 1, this 1, that is A11 is equal to 1. What about A22? What it is? It's -3. Okay. And what about A33? What is A33? It is 2.1. It is 2.1. Okay, so this is clear to everyone. Did you notice what is the value of I and j here? Both are equal. Here also I and j is equal. In this case also I and j is equal. But what about in the case of non-diagonal elements? Here, if we take the 0, what it is? Here it is A 1, 2, first row, second column. Is I and j equal? No. So this is the condition when I is not equal to j. So for non-diagonal elements, your I and j won't be equal. Only for diagonal elements, your I and j will be identical, that is equal. That is A11, A22, A33. Fine. Okay, this was the diagonal matrix of order 1 by 1, 2 by 2. That is order is 1, 2, and this is 3. When you say square matrix, you do not say 2 by 2, 3 by 3. Only if you say 1, 2, 3 is more than enough. Scalar matrix. A diagonal matrix is said to be a scalar matrix if its diagonal elements are equal. That means, what did you notice in diagonal matrix? We have some values in diagonal, right? We have some values and non-diagonal elements are 0. So here, what they are saying, these diagonal elements are equal, like it should be same, but diagonal elements, for diagonal matrix, the value need not be same. But in case of scalar matrix, the diagonal elements value should be equal, same. Okay, so that means if it is 1, this all diagonal elements should be 1. If it is -3, all the diagonal elements should be -3. If it is 2.1, all the diagonal elements should be 2.1. A square matrix B equal to Bij m by m is said to be a scalar matrix if Bij equal to 0. Bij equal to 0. Same. What was there for diagonal elements? That is, we had it Aij equal to 0 when I not equal to j. That is, scalar matrix is same as diagonal matrix, but the difference is, in diagonal matrix, your diagonal elements values may differ. But in case of scalar matrix, the diagonal element value should be equal. Only that difference you have between diagonal matrix and scalar matrix. So, Bij equal to k when I equal to j. That is, when it is A11, A22, A33, their values should be same. K means if it is k, all should be k. If it is a, all should be a. If it is 1, all diagonal elements should be 1 in the case of scalar matrix. Okay, here 3, here no doubt we need not think about non-diagonal elements. Here in this case, yeah, it is equal, so it is a scalar matrix. Non-diagonals are 0. Here in this case, all diagonal elements are same and non-diagonals are 0. So these are, what are the order? The order of this one is 1, 2 and 3. Okay, then next, identity matrix. Okay, again we'll be dealing with the square matrix. A square matrix in which elements in the diagonal are all 1. Diagonal elements, we have some diagonal matrix, we had some elements. In case of scalar matrix, diagonal elements were equal. In case of identity matrix, diagonal element value should be what? 1. And rest are all zeros. So it's called an identity matrix, that is square matrix B equal to Bij m by m is an identity matrix if Bij equal to 1, if I equal to j, and 0 if I not equal to j. Same thing, this it is in statement, it is in the form of expression, okay. That is Bij equal to, it's in the form of expression. Identity matrix is denoted by Im. By m, only one letter, square matrix, right? So, I, because it is identity matrix. Example, A equal to 1, order is 1. B equal to what? See, diagonal elements 1, non-diagonal 0. Order is 2. C equal to 1, all diagonal elements and non-diagonal 0. So the order is 3. Here we complete identity matrix. 7th one, 0 matrix. What do you think 0 matrix? All the elements will be 0. No diagonal, no non-diagonal. Everything is 0. A matrix is said to be zero matrix or null matrix if all its elements are 0, of order 1, of order 2, of order 3, and this zero matrix is denoted by the letter O. Okay, so we have completed types of matrices.